Connor Zilisch announced that he will be returning to the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona this upcoming weekend after he broke his collarbone celebrating in victory lane after winning at Watkins Glen. Wrote this up over at stockcarreport.com. You can find the link in the description below. Earlier today, he posted this to social media saying, "Excited to be back behind the wheel tomorrow at Daytona. Thank you to my doctors and surgeons, along with everybody who has shown me support throughout this process." He then shared a post from Junior Motorsports saying, "Connor Zilisch will return behind the wheel of the number 88 Chevrolet this Friday night at Daytona International Speedway. Parker Kligerman will be on standby if needed." So obviously Zilisch will be back, but then that begs the question on whether or not he will complete the race. And he was actually asked that by Bob Pockrass, and Pockrass actually asked him how many laps he planned to complete. And Zilisch said this in response: "We'll see about that. Parker Kligerman's obviously going to be here, and we fitted him in the car, and he's going to be ready to go. Odds are that just with the risk of having a wreck at Daytona, my wreck at Talladega, I had black and blue bruises down both my shoulders from the belts and just the impact from that. So I don't know if I'm going to run the entire race or get out at a caution. It's probably just going to be how I feel. How I feel doesn't really matter, because if a wreck happens, things could get much worse really quickly. Really looking at the risk versus reward." And obviously, I know Parker, he's been in victory lane here before and knows how to get around this place and knows how to draft. So I'm very comfortable with getting out and letting him get in if need be, but just grateful to be here this quickly. He then kind of was pressed on whether or not he was what his kind of game plan was going to be for Friday. And he says, "It sucks getting out, but I'm young. And as long as I start the race and run one-timed lap, I get whatever points whoever finishes the race. You're not losing that much doing that here. You're not going to go a lap down, changing drivers. The track's long enough and under caution. Looking at it now, I most likely am going to pull out of line before the race starts and ride around until a caution comes out and then do whatever needs to happen. But, say I wake up tomorrow and I'm feeling really good, then who knows? But that's very probably unlikely, and the risk isn't worth fighting for, and I don't want to see what the risk is either. I've wrecked here pretty big earlier this year, and then obviously what happened at Talladega. These places are the most dangerous tracks we go to. Obviously, safety is still great with these cars, and I'm able to walk away from big wrecks, but just with the fact that the bone isn't fully healed, obviously the plate is providing a lot of support, and I'm feeling much better, is sometimes not worth it to find out." So looks like Connor Zilisch might start the race at Daytona. He will be technically back behind the wheel, but it looks like when that first caution comes out, depending on when it is, he will be heading to pit road and making a driver change, with Parker Kligerman taking over and Zilisch avoiding the risk of being caught up in what is now an infamous Daytona wrecks, which they reference quite often in the lead up to these events. Obviously, Ryan Preece is the biggest one that comes to mind in most recent years, but obviously you have Ryan Newman's wreck as well. But looks like Connor Zilisch, Junior Motorsports, will be taking the safe route, and he'll just kind of be starting the race and then doing the driver change with Parker Kligerman, and Kligerman will be finishing the race as he continues to try to heal up with that collarbone injury that he suffered after falling from his car in victory lane at Watkins Glen. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.